Hi, I'm Heidi Rinkus with this edition of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. We will both begin and end today's show near the water, and better yet, surrounded by schools of fish. We'll start in Springdale, end in Pymatuming, and take a break in between to give you a quick cooking lesson that may help you rid your freezer of some of what's left from that last hunting season.
If you're looking for a fishing boat, look no farther. From tournament bass boats to fish and ski boats, we've got them, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Boat Fish Fun Shop, located in Mount Pleasant, specializes in Triton, Ranger, Stroker, and Monarch boats, powered by Mercury and driven by you. Boat Fish Fun Shop is a full-service Mercury dealer with computer hookup to Mercury Parts Department for all Mercury, Mariner, and Mercruiser engines. Our factory-certified technicians offer complete service. Stop in to see us in Mount Pleasant or call 724-547-9499. If you're looking for guaranteed fishing fun for the entire family, check out 84 Lakes. We have 3 lakes brimming with different kinds of fish and a bait shop, featuring tags, contests, and prizes every day. We stock often and are open every day except Christmas. Located on Route 136 in 84, Pennsylvania. We offer group rates and birthday parties. And while you're there, stop in 84 Lounge. Enjoy a cold drink and good food in our spacious lounge and family-style dining room. Our friendly and courteous staff will treat you and your family right. Planning a party? Call and reserve your date today. That's 84 Lounge and Lakes. For the best in food and fishing, 364 days out of the year. For more information, give us a call at the lounge at 724-228-3552 or the lake at 724-228-8527. At Tony Romano's Affordable Karate and Weight Training Center, you can learn to be your best. Offering children and adult classes, group or private lessons from former heavyweight champion, 5th degree black belt master Tony Romano. Plus a complete weight training facility located at 1080 3rd Street in North Versailles, just off US Route 30. Call 412-829-1609 for our introductory special.
Learn to be your best. Our main man, Fred Wpog, is more enthusiastic than ever as he's been able to hook up with fellow fisherman Joe Petruni along the shores of the Allegheny River. Together, watch as they snag one fish after another, all part of this month's segment of On the Water with Fred.
Hi, I'm Fred Wpog. Today we're here at Springdale with Joe Petruni.
Hello, Fred.
Joe, you and I are going to fish the Allegheny River here, right below the Duquesne Power Plant. What do you think makes this such a good spot, Joe?
Well, the power plant has a warm water influx here, and it circulates throughout here, and it brings the fish in here where the water's a great deal warmer.
That draws the bait fish in?
Draws the bait fish in. And
bait fish draw the game fish?
Draw the game fish in. A variety of game fish here. You got striped bass, you got crappie bass, you got white bass, you got walleye come in and out here all year round.
Well, that's great. Nice stretch of river here. It's pretty along here. The other side has some buildings on it, but very few of them.
Well, they've cleaned it up a lot, Fred. I can go back 20 years, and you couldn't come down here and catch anything but a carp or a catfish. But you can see how they've cleaned up the shoreline and how much cleaner it looks all the way around.
Beautiful park they have here. This park was never here before.
Park was never here. No, it's amazing what they've done. Like I say, I was born and reared here, and none of this was anything like it is today.
Well, it sure is nice.
We're using minnows for bait with a little jig head. What do you got on there, Fred? About an 1/8 of an ounce jig head, or?
I have about an 1/8 of an ounce jig head. Just enough to draw the minnow to the bottom. I think any fish that are in here today are going to be down deep.
Oh, I had a little run there.
Oh, great.
Missed them. I had a nice little run, but I missed them.
Well, we don't count them until they're in your hand.
Well, we say when we fish the lakes around the area, we say we don't count them until we... There, you got my bait. See that?
Yeah.
I had a little run in there. We're using about 2-inch minnows.
Well, we want to release them, but we don't want to release them prematurely. Joe, what was the primary industry in this area? Coal?
It was mainly coal. Years ago, my grandfather and all his sons were coal miners.
There's a fish, Joe.
Uh-oh, we got a beauty here.
Oh, we got something on
We
here.
got something here. Freddie got himself something here. Do it, Fred.
Oh, we're doing it.
Yes, sir.
We're doing it.
There's for all the non-believers.
Come on up here.
You got yourself a little
Look at
white
that, a
bass
nice
there.
white bass.
Looked like a white bass to me, Fred.
Yeah. Nice white bass.
Well,
Not real big, but enough to break the doldrums here. Sure
Hey,
beats
hey,
sitting at
Fred.
home worrying
Even
about
though there's
the
no ice
cold
on-
outside. What was that, Joe?
even though there's no ice on the river, because there very rarely is anymore on the big rivers here, we can say you broke the ice here, catching that one.
Well, so to speak. I want to see you nail one now.
Uh-oh, 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 Fred.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got to
That's
run
a
here.
nice one.
We got to run.
Uh-oh. If he rams a boat,
All
we're done.
right. That's a wall hanger, Fred.
Oh, great.
You know, we got to put it on the wall.
That's great.
That's a joke, Fred.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, another little white bass, little striper. Every time I come down here and catch anything besides a carp and a catfish, it just boggles my mind.
It's a bonus.
I'm telling
That's
you.
right. I
It
agree
was
with
an
you.
unheard of thing. You know what the #1 bait here was 20 years ago? Corn,
Corn.
just to catch carp and catfish.
Well, what's so nice about this, Joe? You don't know what you're going to pull out of here.
This is the thing, Fred. They pull
One
crappies
time-
out of here, walleye, and it's all because those shad come in here, in this warm water where the discharge is.
And one time you pull a white bass out, and the next cast could be a walleye or a
And that-
northern, a muskie,
That's
anything.
the thrill of it. That's the thrill of it. I got another run.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Great.
I got another run.
Uh-oh. Good.
I got another run. Uh-huh.
Nice one.
Yes, sir.
I think you found a school with them over there, Joe.
Well, they're feeding a little bit off the bottom there.
Yeah, they're just right up off the bottom.
Yeah. But you know what they say, where there's a little one, there's a big one.
Oh, yeah. Send him back and tell him to send his grandpap up here.
You know, this river is known for some very big fish.
Oh, yes.
You go up north just a tad, up around the Trenton Bridge there, and you'll catch 3, 4 foot catfish. They got big channel cats up there. Unbelievable.
Big flatheads,
Big
channel
flatheads.
cats.
A lot of mud cats.
Yeah.
And you go down the river just a mile or two, and you'll catch a tremendous amount of walleye down there at the Acmatonia Dam. You got something,
There's
Fred.
something.
Beautiful.
Another monster of the deep.
Something to write home about.
Oh, my.
You
Oh,
see,
my.
they're schooling up in there.
Seems like we're into a school of white bass here.
I think that's what it is. You notice they're fairly close to shore here.
Yes, they are.
Well, you see the water's a little shallower there, and it's going to be a little warmer there. Now look, we've only been here, we got 3 guys in a boat, we got 2 young guys on the other side of us, and it's the beginning of February, and you got people fishing down on the river.
Yep.
It says a lot for the river fishing in the area.
And they're real happy to be fishing, too, Joe. It's so nice to see our rivers clean up like this. Here, we got a couple fellas coming here now.
Well, it's a popular spot.
Come on up here, guys.
It's a popular spot.
Joe and I have been joined by a couple young fellas. You guys from Springdale? Oh, you're in walking distance, huh? Great. We're hitting white bass in here today, and I'm still getting hit, so they're in there.
I got one.
Do we have to cut your line?
Another white bass.
Oh, real nice, Joe.
Another white bass. Little striper.
Maybe you cornered the market on them babies.
Maybe. Of course, being a member of Catch and Release, we always try to turn them back,
Certainly.
get them back out in the water. They can only get bigger, they can't get smaller, right, Fred?
Good saying, Joe.
They
Good
can only
saying.
get bigger, they can't get smaller.
Well, Joe, it's been a real pleasure. We've enjoyed ourselves today here at Springdale. We've caught some fish. We had a great time. How about introducing us to your two friends here?
This is Jack Pahalik, a fisherman from the area here, lives in Springdale, and Jason Overly. He came down fishing while you and I were here, Fred, enjoying it just as much as we are.
Yeah.
Two nice guys, two good fishermen.
What is it that the real estate agents say are the three most important things in life? It's location, location, and location. Well, thanks to the warm water discharge area produced by the Springdale power plant, it looks like our fishing crew have finally found their ideal location. As for the rest of us, when we return, we will locate ourselves in the kitchen to bring you our best impression of the Galloping Gourmet.
I'll tell you, folks, my customers are so important, I don't even have time to come down for my commercial. But I'm going to let John give you the specifics on what you can do to have the right guy do your roof.
If you have a hole in your roof, put Mark Hole on your roof. That's Mark Hole Roofing and Remodeling, specializing in new roofs, repairs, gutters, downspouts, soffit and fascia, and more. Call 412-823-0292 for prompt service. All work guaranteed. Deal directly with the owner. No salesman will call.
The Turtle Tube Sea Anchor is the only self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor that is guaranteed not to dry rot or mildew, even when stored wet. All safety-conscious boaters know the benefits of a sea anchor. Check out the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor today. For more information, write to the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor Company at P.O. Box 125, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania 15145, or call 412-734-1758.
You're a duck hunter, and duck hunters know you have to go to the ducks. An express boat can get you there, whether it's down the river, across the lake, or through the timber. With its durable, all-welded aluminum hull and plenty of room for your decoys, guns, and other gear, you can depend on your express boat to take you to the ducks.
Are you hungry for some great food now? Then call Pizza and Gyro Express to satisfy your need to eat. We feature appetizers, sandwiches, hoagies, salads, seafood, calzones, strombolis, wedgies, pasta, and of course, gyros and pizza. You can try one of our new Giant Goliath pizzas, a 24-cut square feeding frenzy in a box. We're located at 801 O'Neill Boulevard in McKeesport. Your family can eat in our spacious dining room, or delivery is available by calling 412-672-2182. Stop in to register for free pizza for 1 year. That's Pizza and Gyro Express.
Pete Maltese brings some savory styles of cookery to this month's segment of Pete's Corner by introducing Dave Zarachansky, a hunter and chef of sorts who's been able to combine his two hobbies to create one specialty of the house. So get ready to take some notes as he unveils his secret, and here's the key word, easy recipe.
Hi, I'm Peter Maltese, and welcome to another segment of Pete's Corner. Today we're at Jeffersonboro. We're going to be taking a look at how to make deer jerky. To show us how to make the deer jerky is Dave Zarachansky. Dave, let's see what we got and how to do it. Show me what you're going to do first.
Okay, this here is a bottom round off of a deer hind. It's a good cut for jerky because it makes a tough steak, and yet a good piece of jerky because it's a nice square piece where you can get a nice slice.
What part of the deer is this? Does this come
This
off?
is the bottom round. It's off the hind.
Of
back
the
leg.
rear end of the deer.
Right. A lot of people want to make jerky off of roasts and other pieces that are a little complicated to make jerky. This is a nice piece. It doesn't make a great steak, but it makes a good piece of jerky. So.
Okay, you're cutting it by hand now?
Yes, I'm cutting it by hand for the viewers at home because they will be more or less doing it by hand, where I usually use a meat slicer.
How thick do you make it when you cut it like this?
About a 1/4 inch. You want to try to get them all about the same, that way they dry evenly.
It doesn't make any difference how long it is?
As long as it's not so long where most people will be using an oven, and you don't want to have it so long where it's going to hang down and touch the bottom. 6 or 8 inches.
Is that about the average? About 6 or 8
that's
inches?
about the average.
All right, and then after you cut it like this, then what do you do with it? And this is in strips. You cut it in strips.
Yes.
What do you do with it after you cut it in strips?
Well, you want to set it in a colander in an atmosphere that's not real cold. You don't want to put it in the refrigerator because you don't want to stop the action of the natural juice is leaving. You want to compress it. I put it in a colander and put a weight on top of it.
On top of the meat?
Yeah, I'll put it in a colander and use something heavy, like even a gallon of milk or anything like that, something that you can press the blood out of it and all the natural juices, so it will absorb the marinade a little more quickly.
Oh, I see. It sounds like it's easy enough. Now we got it all cut. Now you're going to marinate it. Okay,
Right.
show me how to marinate it now.
Okay, first we'll start with the soy sauce.
All right. And this is your own recipe, right?
Yes, this is mine. You can do any variation that you want, but
You
I like to use
measuring
soy
that
sauce.
out?
Yeah, this is my way of measuring. I've done it enough times. What you want to do, you're naturally not going to buy this much. You know, I do so much jerky that I buy a big gallon. You're going to need about one of your small type containers that you get in the store. You don't really need anything this big. And what you want to do is you want to make it so it covers it, because it's going to absorb a lot. And maybe halfway in between the 24-hour period, if you want to check it, and if it seems like it's absorbing it, put a little more in, because you don't want it to, you want to make sure it reaches its saturation point and get the whole
It will
thing.
soak up that much?
Yeah, this will soak up this whole amount, because this is all the natural juices that have been pressed out of this meat, and it's going to soak up. Meat is over 70% liquid.
Huh.
And this is why in the early days they got all of the liquid out of the meat, and they made jerky so they could transport it. It was lighter. They didn't have refrigeration back then, and so they used a salt pack, and that's how they did it. And sometimes they'd put the moisture back in by soaking the meat again.
I notice you have sugar there. What's the sugar for?
The sugar helps a little bit counterbalance the effects of it being too salty. I put a little bit of sugar in. You don't want to put a lot because it'll form a gel, but you put a little bit of sugar in to help take away some of the saltiness, because that's the main ingredient is the salt that's in the soy sauce, and it can tend to get too salty if you don't.
And that just counteracts the...
Yeah, that's...
Okay. And I see all these other spices here. You put all these other spices in
Yeah,
at the same
I like a granulated garlic. Like I said, not a garlic salt, because the garlic salt is just it's just going to add to that salt that you already have enough of.
This is interesting. I'm getting a big kick out of watching this.
Yeah, it's time consuming in a way, but the product that comes out is real nice. And if you go to buy jerky in the store, it's going to cost you $22 a pound. This is a nice way to make, spend a little bit of time and save some money. Now I'm going to add some pepper to this.
What do you put on there now? What's that stuff?
This here's a cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
You put a lot of that in it.
Yeah, I want to make this a little bit hot. You don't want to use too much of that, because that is a real hot spice.
All right, so let me reiterate. We put the soy sauce in, enough to cover all of the meat.
Right.
A little sugar to counterbalance the salt. You put hot pepper in there, and you put some of the cayenne pepper and the garlic powder.
Right.
All right.
Or anything else you might want to add.
You got one more jar there. What's that one more jar for?
Well, this here's the atomic.
Uh-oh.
This is
Atomic what?
my own blend of, this is dried chili peppers that my neighbor made for me. And I happen to want this batch to be real hot. The average person is not even going to put the cayenne in, but the cayenne pepper will blend in better than the crushed red. Now, this crushed red pepper is just going to stick to the outside of the jerky. The cayenne pepper will blend in with the soy sauce and penetrate the meat better, but it is hot.
It's burning my nose just to smell it.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Okay, Dave, this stuff has been sitting overnight now. Now show me what you do with it after it's been marinated.
Okay, I take it and hang it on a stainless steel rod that I'm going to hang in my oven. Now, at home, people probably aren't going to have stainless steel rods that they're going to hang in the oven, so it's a good idea to use toothpicks and just string it onto toothpicks and hang them one at a time on your oven rack.
How close do you put them? Does it make any difference how close
as long as they don't touch. You don't want them to touch, because then it's not going to dry properly, and you'll have trouble with them sticking together.
All right, then how long do you keep them in the oven? And at what temperature do you put them in?
Well, you want to put the oven on the lowest temperature that it will click on for a gas oven. I heard that you can use an electric oven. I've never used one to make jerky, but as far as the gas oven, you want to turn it on to just the point about 140 degrees where it will click on once in a while. You don't want to cook the meat. All you want to do is dry it out. And it doesn't hurt to check it often, because unlike cooking, when you're cooking, you don't want to open the oven because you're letting out that heat. Now it's a good idea to check it once in a while, because you don't want it to get too hot.
You line the bottom with foil or paint
Yeah,
so
line-
it doesn't
Right.
drip on.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to do it?
Well, it's going to take probably a total of 8 or 10 hours, but what I would say is after 3 or 4 hours, shut it off for a while and let it dry a little bit just with the pilot lights if you have a pilot ignition. What you'll do is you'll close this, and I like to close it all the way. A lot of people leave it open for a vent, but I think that dries it out too quick. This way the moisture stays in there a little bit and it dries out slower.
Okay. Okay, Dave, let's see what the finished product looks like.
Okay. And here we go.
Boy, I sure do want to taste one of those.
Well, help yourself. It's as you can see, it's still pliable.
And this is the one that we put in the soy sauce and all that.
Right.
Boy, it does taste juicy.
And here we have the hot version. You can see all the peppers sticking to it.
Boy, I don't know if I can go for one of those because me and hot stuff just do not get along. Okay, Dave, thanks a lot for showing us
Okay.
all this, and maybe I will try making some jerky.
When we return, we will take a look at another unusual cleaning method that will improve the area's 3 rivers. We'll also show you why the ecologist and the fishing community are both interested in a fishing hatchery that's obviously doing something right to be considered one of the largest and most modern facilities of its kind, not only in the Pittsburgh area, in Pennsylvania, or even in the United States, but in the entire world. We'll take a look at that story in just a moment.
If excitement is what floats your boat, then check out the 2001 Lund models at Bob Warren Boat Sales. You'll make a splash with your friends and family with a new Lund boat from Bob Warren Boat Sales. We service most major boats, motors, and trailers. For boat show pricing on Lunds year-round, come to Bob Warren Boat Sales, Route 38 Butler. Call 724-285-5503. Simply the best.
Introducing Pete Maltese's Headbreaker Fishing System. The Headbreaker is a patented jig head that offers versatility in jigging or trolling thanks to its 2 breakaway lower sections. The Headbreaker's design acts as a rudder to stabilize the presentation and brings out the best action of the plastic tail. Each kit contains 10 minis, 5 originals, and 2 huskies. Send check or money order to Pete Maltese and start catching more fish.
In business, image is important. First impressions do make a difference. If your business has a cleaning problem, look to the professionals at Ingram's Cleaning Service. Since 1979, Ingram's Cleaning Service offers customized, consistent quality cleaning services for all types of businesses. Our business is to maintain the image of your business. We offer periodical cleaning schedules, professional workers and supervisors, and of course, follow-up inspections. In business, customer service is important. Ingram's Cleaning Service can be a silent partner in maintaining your image as a high-quality company. For more information, call area code 412-751-7469.
We make it our business to help our customers maintain a positive, professional image. If you have a cleaning problem, we are the solution.
The people who work for the Pennsylvania Fish Commission feel they have plenty to brag about when it comes to their LINESVILLE Fish Culture Station located in Pymatuming in Crawford County. Spokesperson Mark Sickle, for example, has plenty to say when it comes time to talk about his work and his workplace.
The LINESVILLE Hatchery is located in the northwest corner of Pennsylvania. This is mainly a warm water fish hatchery in which we raise fish such as muskies, walleyes, tiger muskies, largemouth bass, perch, crappies, bluegills, and we also raise 3 cold water fish here, which are lake trout, steelhead trout, and coho salmon. This panel here controls our water pumps. Here at the hatchery, each one of our ponds has a water source, and also our hatch house downstairs. This panel controls the water pumps that pumps lake water. We pump 2,000 gallon a minute of lake water, and we also pump 500 gallon a minute of well water. We use the 2 water sources to control water temperature. Here we have 4 concrete raceways that we have set up with walleye fry. There's 25,000 walleye fry in each one of these units. The reason that we stock most of our walleyes as fry is because we get a better survival rate this way. Like Pymatuning, for instance, we stock Pymatuning with 13 million walleye fry every year, and out of that 13 million, we expect a 10% survival rate. We are raising walleye fry in these ponds right now to a fingerling size. Once the fish reaches an inch in length, they're termed fingerlings. We'll take these ponds down 2 months from now, and we'll get about a 10% back. Okay, these are the hatching jars that we hatch all of our fish eggs in. What's hatching in here right now happens to be a cold water fish. These are steelhead trout, okay, and these fish just hatched off yesterday. Now, these fish will be raised for 13 months, and at the end of that 13 months, these fish will be 9 inches in length, and all these steelhead get put into Lake Erie. These are trout eggs. These are steelhead trout or rainbow trout. It's the same fish. Now, once these eggs begin to hatch, the fry will swim to the top of the jar. We'll remove this screen. The fry will get sucked out this little tube and into the middle trough, and then flow directly into the big tank, so the fry don't have to be handled. This is a combination frame trap net. This is the net that we use to harvest adult adult fish from the sanctuary of Pymatuning. The way the net's designed to work is the net has a lead in the middle. It's 125 feet long. We attach the lead to the shoreline. Now, when fish are spawning, the fish are going to be swimming to the shoreline looking for a place to deposit their eggs, and the fish are going to come to that middle lead and turn and follow it right into the net. The fish are going to go through a series of 3 funnels and get trapped at the end of the net that's called the crib. Then each morning we can take our pontoon boat out to the end of the net where the crib is and lift that crib up on the end of the boat, untie the end of the net, and dip the fish right out of the net with the use of a dip net. Then the females are also graded as to which are ripe to spawn, and females that are called green, and the green females will then be held in a tank at controlled water temperature until the eggs become ready to spawn. Before spawning will take place, 2 tubs will be set up with an anesthetic, which will knock the fish out so we can handle the fish without hurting them.
If we've piqued your interest, you can always learn more about the station by making a visit or by taking one of their tours offered when the station is open daily between the hours of 8 and 4.
The producers of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide want you to advertise on our show. Now television advertising is easier than ever and very affordable. To find out more, give us a call during regular business hours at area code 412-795-0873.